Good morning, lunatics. Welcome to Morning Java. Morning Java brought to you, as always, down by our good friends at the Get-Go Cafe and Market, where the food, unlike the Penguins, is like always good.
Yeah, and fresh and lively and other things that the Penguins aren't anymore. It's also a month where you can get the subs at Get-Go for $4.99 for a 7-inch sub any way you want it. Any way you want it is, by the way, how they sell pucks now. They do this at Penske. Our man, Cisco here, who's been a long time lunatic level subscriber, brought me this up from the pro shop here. It's got the Penguins and the Jets logo on it. It's pretty cool.
If you guys want to make this man happy, just buy anything with a Jets logo.
With the Jets logo on it. It's like look, this was just terrible. This was not a good hockey game. I don't even know that the Jets played particularly well. They came out and just did a defensive thing because they were in a desperate situation because they have no NHL defensemen left.
But here's what the Jets look like to me. They look like a team that knew and felt the whole game like they were just bigger, stronger, could do whatever they wanted, even though it didn't always look the most organized. They had guys that, just protecting the puck against
one. Why?
One, two.
Because they dictated from the back end, which is crazy considering that they dressed 6 Manitoba Moose back there. I mean, no, I'm not being mean.
No,
I mean, okay, in fairness to the first-round pick and to Neil Pionk is a guy that they got in the Jacob Trouba deal, they had a commitment to playing from the back because of their circumstance. Now, you look at the Penguins, on the other hand, their circumstance. Lose Malkin, lose Rust. Who am I missing? Lose Hornqvist in the first period. Play like it matters. Play defensively.
What happened to just play? Because there's no just play. There's no play anything anymore.
Well, what do you do when you're facing a team that's got 6 AHL, and I'm not being mean again, 6 AHL defensemen? You get the puck and you chip it in deep. Go get it. Play against them. Why would you choose to play against Patrick Laine, Mark Scheifele, Blake Wheeler, and all these guys? Why would you choose that?
There were flashes again of the Sid, Jake, and Simone line. I mean, they maintained the puck.
Sid played terrific.
And Brandon Tanev, he had some energy because he was playing against his old boys.
Tanev always has energy. Where was the rest of this roster? Where was the chipping in deep? Where was anything? I mean, I know everyone's going to talk about Matt Murray and the 3 goals on 9 shots and whatever. Matt Murray could have... It wouldn't have mattered what he did. When you play like that, when you play with no purpose, with no focus whatsoever, and the other team does exactly the opposite, that's what's going to happen, and that's how it's going to look.
Lights out. So, Taylor, not to discredit those 6 Manitoba Moose who were playing on that Winnipeg side, Penguins had a couple young guns of their own.
Yeah, John Marino, Sam Lafferty both made their NHL debuts. They got their little solo laps during warm-ups. They look good. Was John Marino not the best defenseman on the ice?
I mean, at times he looked like it, but why wasn't he allowed to play? When Patrick Hornqvist goes off the ice, and I'm thinking, man, one of these defensemen's going to have to play some wing. They're going to have to figure something out for the rest of this game. It seemed like they were shutting him down for half of the first period when they're down an extra guy. Yeah,
I'd like to see him play more minutes, and I'd like to see him play more regularly. From what we saw, he looked like he was ready. He's been sitting up in the press box for how long? He looked good. Lafferty looked good. He had some. It was just a kind of bad game overall. But Lafferty, he had his chances.
He had energy too, right?
Yeah, and that was when I talked to him yesterday before the game. That was the biggest thing. He said he was going to bring energy. He's going to say he's going to have jump in his step because. He's been waiting for this for how long?
You wait for it your whole life.
Yeah.
He looked like he was ready for that.
Tons of family in the stands. Yeah, but he had a lot of good chances. He's very fast, strong on the puck. He's good in that kind of bottom 6 role. I thought they looked good, and at least Lafferty's going to be here moving, for a while moving forward.
Yeah, but he looks like he fits into me. He looks like, not that the Penguins look like they play any kind of system right now, but he looks like he would have jumped in 2 years ago and been able to slot in, in the Stanley Cup contending type of system that the Penguins were playing.
Yeah, you're right. And I'd like to see him in a real game when they have a number of forwards, when they're not shuffling the lines, all game. Consistency. If you put him on the 4th line, Aston Reese, he looked really good with Aston Reese and Wilkes-Barre, and they were both down there. But from what little we saw of the two of them, I thought they look really good.
Okay, you're our NHL rules expert at this site. Is there such a thing as a player to be named later rule in the National Hockey League?
No. I mean, not in the NHL. You see it in the minors, future considerations, but...
in that case, why haven't the Penguins gotten anyone back in the Ole Mata trade yet?
That's a question.
Let me ask you this, okay, because you saw a lot more of training camp and preseason. Is there any impression that Dominic Cahoon has made on you? Positive, negative, otherwise? Anything?
I feel like I just never notice him.
Right.
I mean,
right.
Even early in training camp, because he started on Sid's line, so you are looking for him.
Yep.
But I just, even then, it's like I don't know.
I don't know. There was a moment the other night in the Columbus game.
Yeah.
In fairness, he collected the puck around, I'd say, the Pittsburgh blue line.
Yeah.
And you'll remember this. He went flying through the neutral zone. The crowd actually got a little bit wound up about it. And I mean, nothing came of it, but it was like, I just went, wow, this dude's actually on the team.
Yeah.
And I don't know what his major malfunction is, and I don't think that the Penguins could have been this wrong. I mean, you and I looked at his video.
As soon as they traded for him, I did a drive to the net on him,
Chicago.
And it looked like, okay, this is a good deal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think we're going to see him back on the top line. It's like his skill set is like too similar to Gensel's, but not as good.
Right.
Where it's just kind of the speed and the offense,
That's
but
perfect.
just not good. But but he really shouldn't be on the fourth line either.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. You end up with one of these like Derek Brassard type situations where in the video,
not good enough to fit in up top on this team,
and doesn't work at all on the fourth line. And I go back to the stuff that when we did look at his video, you and I, from the Chicago days. Where was he? He was with Taves and Kane and they're making plays. He was making good plays for them.
Yeah.
But if you're not seeing that now, and he's on the fourth line, what are you doing?
I don't know. Well, and then what do you do? It's not. They got three forwards hurt. It's not like they can.
Oh no, you're not.
He's not getting scratched. He's going to be in the lineup. They're stuck with him. But
you're
where
stuck
do you put
with him? But at the same time, something else you and I talked about before this game was where's Adam Johnson?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm watching a game like this.
Yeah.
A crap total effort like this, and that includes. With all due apologies, because this stuff isn't mean or personal here, but I'm not seeing anything from Zach Aston-Reese either.
No.
Okay? So, if I know that Adam Johnson can come to Pittsburgh and at least fly around the rink.
Yeah. I mean, you asked where's Adam Johnson. Right now, I'm sure he's in his car on his way here. But, I mean, I can see why he might, because, he did get hurt in training camp. He only played one Wilkes-Barre game.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, he has to be the guy to come up.
You would imagine.